Deniers, come to me, Daddy.
Please don't ever call me that ever again.
Since he's leather bound, does that make him a leather daddy?
Yeah.
Stop it! I don't want it! I hate it! Does that finish your turn, Chris?
As the Judicator turns and looks at Laudna, and she has this moment of fear, and the compartmentalization that she's been maintaining over the past day and a half starts to crack, and everything starts to flash from seeing the gallows, taking her back to her time at Whitestone, being in this small, creepy town, being oppressed by an outside force, seeing these zealots attempting to completely overrun this town, and she starts to revert and go internal and think about Delilah again, this force that she's pushed out for a long time. And as she twitches and starts to crack in her brain, she remembers the hounds, the undead hounds of the Briarwoods. And her ribcage fractures and opens, and from the black darkness of her soul, a hound of ill omen sprouts forth.
Oh, shit!
Good doggy.
As
Within
she
30
has
feet, right?
black, she starts to cry. Black tears start to run down her face in her form of dread, and she just goes, "Sick 'em."
The stone is cracking.
While Abadina is doing her thing, I'm just going to walk in front of her, 3 to 5 feet from her face. And just stare at her as my form of dread starts to fade.
I can still see you.
Laudna takes a step closer to Abadina. She just keeps creeping closer and closer to her face as time goes on.
I think I'm gonna help you do that. I think Denise is also going to kind of limp over to her.
Okay. As you do, Cersei. It would do you well to step outside shortly.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
If you're staying, I'm staying.
I'll stay with Denise and just eyes fixed on Abadina.
Okay. Eventually, the cracks in the foundations of the building begin to grow precarious. Stones begin to fall from the ceiling as the final bits of dome-inlaid colored glass shatter and fall, scattering to the center of the chamber. With that, you watch as the Elder turns, the mist still in her eyes. The choice is yours, and she exits the temple. As she does, she lifts her hands.
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah, we follow.
Follow. As she brings her hands in the air and puts them together, you watch as all the roots and the trees that have leaned on it all begin to push through and crash the final bits of the stonework. The temple falling into a pile of rubble, broken marble, stone, glass, and the memories of the Dawnfather's influence on this hill.
Wordlessly, Orm is taking in the aftermath and seeing all of the relief and the joy on all these people's faces in this town, and just trying to process the complexity of the moment where this place obviously feels like they're in a better place.
Yeah.
And to do so, we had to stand in defiance of one of the seemingly better gods of this world, in an effort to learn more and get back to stopping a person who wants to destroy all the gods. And for the first time, Orm feels like his prime directive is muddied and confused, and it just doesn't matter.
I'd say Laudna clocks this, and I just give you a look and just pissed off. Laudna just leans into Abadina after her words to the youngest and just whispers, "Be careful not to become what you despise."
She kind of leans her head towards you, looking back with a genuine look of honesty and expression. Sometimes you must do things you wish weren't yours to do, for the betterment of your people. I'm not proud of everything I've done, but don't think your words are lost on me.
There's a thin line between being a savior and an oppressor.
Well, thank you for being our saviors.
He's gonna
As they raise their lanterns, I'm just gonna prestidigitation and make them glow brighter.
While that exchange was happening, can I rewind 3 minutes just to find you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so finding you in this crowd off to the side and looking up. No, I'm not looking at the sky, I'm looking up at you. Because you're taller.
I was looking up. Now I'm looking at you.
Everybody here seems really happy.
They're ignorant.
I want them to have it.
Ignorance is bliss. Let them have it.
I'm just enjoying the view as the ship sinks.
Certainly feels that way. They don't have to bear the burden that we hold, and the knowledge that we are weighed down with. But it doesn't mean I can't be any less frustrated and jealous
Yeah,
of their bliss.
gotta get back, Laudna. Gotta get back.
I'm so angry. And I can't even fully articulate why. Feels like we just put ourselves in great danger when there's so much more at stake. And we were in this pissant town dealing with their pissant squabbles. I don't know why I'm so angry about it.
You've had more than your fair share of shit. I don't even think... I'm having trouble believing there's anything we can do. I just keep stepping forward because it's what I've always done. But I don't know that there's anything we can do.
Ashton said something quite profound to me the other night when we were taking our watch around the campfire. Profound, especially for them. Right now, if we try to change the world, it's just going to seem like an impossible task. It's just too much. But we can try and change that which we do have control over. Our immediate surroundings. Save our friends.
I don't know how much time we have left on this planet. Feels like it could all go soon in a week. But I just want to make do with the time that I have with the people that I care about, and I want to find them. I want to find them again.
Then let's Let's find them. It's the only directive we have at the moment.
He reaches Oko,
The only thing we can control.
reaches up and grabs your dead, withered hand.
I reach down. It's cold and clammy.
I don't understand why you bounced down through history to be here with me right now. But I sure as hells am glad you are here.
We've seen a lot of shit, Orem. That's why we're still here.
A little more coming.
We've shown we can take it. Let's just get the fuck out of this town. Ashton.
Hey. You look good.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe better than Bodor.
that poor kid.
What do you want to talk to her about?
An offhand comment.
You think she knows something about your origins?
Could be.
Does this have to do with that mask you've been carrying?
That... I don't know, I don't think so. That is going to be a thing I'm going to be asking of all you once things quiet down. I thought I knew what angry was, but I think I've just been into like decades of self-pity. I am so angry right now.
It's funny, I was just having a similar conversation with Orem. Saying the same thing.
That was literally my worst nightmare.
What? Pick a thing from the evening. The shit in armor, the demon from blood.
It's not my first shit in armor, let's be honest. My very first divine intervention. The gods saw me. A god saw me. I was not invisible. And it was not hungry, it wasn't fearful, it wasn't...
Wasn't a god, it was an angel.
It was a messenger. It was sent. And it told me what I really didn't want to hear. She does not fucking care. That I might as well be fucking gone. That I'm a mistake.
You mean the whole consecration, leave or you will be judged situation?
I have been judged by better shit than that. Fuck him. Fuck him in my whole fucking life. I may have given away all the money. Our prison helped. It's her idea. I'm not apologizing.
It wasn't our money. It's fine. It's not even a currency that we can use if we're trying to get back to Marquette. I don't know if they like take a silver and whatever they're. It's weird. And you like the exchange exactly.
Well,
Wooden coins. Who cares? Let them play with their Monopoly money.
Such a snob. I love it.
She takes it and sets it upon the water where it just kind of gently floats. The wood that it's constructed from rather buoyant.
So interested.
She closes her eyes and breathes in deep, and you watch as she inhales. It's almost like that mist that you saw once surround the forest to form those strange images of natural creatures, the heavy moisture and the The fog that crumpled the temple seems to almost apparate from around and fill her nostrils. And then you begin to see the low mist rise within the chamber. It's not frightening, it's almost welcoming. The temperature doesn't chill. It still feels warm, if a bit more sultry. She exhales and opens her eyes, and you see that kind of gray coloration with a tinge of blue within that mist curls out from her eyes. And as she does, she puts her hands out and turns her hands in a circular motion and begins to mutter under her breath. As she does, the water begins to naturally swirl like a slow-forming whirlpool on its own. The box that you gave her begins to turn faster and faster and faster. At a certain point, it looks like it's about to spill over the sides as the displacement of the whirlpool begins to glide up on the edges. You can hear the rushing of water, and then at once she stops and holds her hands, and as it does, the whirlpool seems to freeze in place. And then slowly it fills up as the box sinks beneath the water, vanishing from sight. And now this glass-like mirror surface that comes to the very, very top of this basin shows snow. Snow falling across a mountain range. You glance across and you can see as the snow comes through, you see a small gnomish woman. Beautiful brown skin, hair dark pulled up into almost like a bun-like thing, a knitted shawl across her shoulders and a cloak holding what looks to be a long stick of some kind, wearing a very prominent symbol of the Dawn Father on her shoulder. Walking up the side of this as she glances behind, and you see another figure in like a greenish long cloak, skin metallic, like a rose gold brass coloration. Reminds you of FCG, but bipedal, tall, thin, holding their cloak together as they continue looking around. Behind them, you see the familiar image of a small, crotchety-looking gnomish man. You see Chetney trekking behind also, glancing about with a bit of an excited energy, but also a bit odd in his distance from these unfamiliar figures that walk with them. Behind quickly there, you see Imogen kind of looking towards Fern as they both follow behind. You can see the gathering of these compatriots as FCG wheels up alongside Imogen and Fern, and they all continue trekking through the snow as the perspective seems to shift behind, guiding the point of image as the elder kind of changes her arms around the basin, and we see them climbing through this mountain range towards what looks to be a series of towers, and almost like the exterior of a mountain city, about a mile or two off. They are not far from the city of Uthadern. They are on the north side of Wildmount.
They're in Cravarat. They're alive. They're on this plane.
Really far away.
As you watch them stepping away from this vision, as it begins to go a bit cloudy, you can't help but watch as they are all trudging towards this city. Imogen just kind of stops, holding his cloak close, and looks back, almost like she's making eye contact with the basin, with you. And you see that look of worry and concern cross her face.
Just kind of lean forward and instinctually shout her name.
She turns around,
Oh.
and with that, the image comes to rest. But they look safe.
They're alive.
Something.
And within range.
Reach.
I feel like with any skill, you can kind of train it. And I mean, both Laudna and I know Counterspell. So if you ever wanted to practice, I mean, this is what we do back at the Cobalt Soul. If you're practicing and your form isn't right, then they just counterspell you and you don't have to worry about doing anything wrong.
Right, exactly. And nothing is, we're just walking down the road, right? Nothing's happening right now, nothing to be afraid of.
Sure.
So yeah,
Except Laudna, but other than that, and that's a constant, so maybe you could try, like a little zap.
Yeah.
Now, hit a tree or something.
Or see if anything else is sitting in there, or, some sort of, anything else feels right. I don't know how any of this shit works.
Sure. I'm happy to shoot at trees on the way.
I just want to help you build your confidence,
And
right?
I
Because they say
appreciate
anxiety is just excitement without the breath. So if you just give it some breath, maybe
Okay.
it'll.
No, we should write that down.
It's honestly very well spoken.
I think I read it somewhere
Did you
already.
read- okay.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in myself until that moment.
That was so much I didn't actually hear it.
Anxiety.
believe in yourself?
Anxiety is just breath before fear.
No. No.
That also
No one
feels
crochet that. No one
accurate.
crochet that. That's not correct.
Both apply.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm game.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think in a way, so, Prism, stop me if I'm wrong, you learned your magic.
Yes.
over time.
Painstakingly, yeah.
You studied. I was kind of like you. I was just sort of born with it and kind of just had to discover it over time. And you're right, it's often just feelings and intuition and trying to go with your gut instinct.
Cool.
I point to a tree and I yell, "Silvery barbs!" Nothing.
Did anything happen?
Do you have silvery barbs on your spell sheet? Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens. It is a pregnant pause, silence, a bird shits off a branch.
Coda cold.
Maybe it's been in you this whole time.
Could be.
That one time it works, though.
Yeah, I have faith. That silvery barb seems really exciting. I really want to learn that one.
Just follow your own truth. Just
None of us really. Everybody here kind of has their own thing. I think that I didn't have my, my stuff kicked in later, and I'm still figuring it out. But you gotta experiment a bit.
Yeah.
Throw some shit around.
Okay.
I guess I just wanted you to know that, you're in a safe place to experiment.
Who is going to look for a suitable place to make camp?
I will.
Yeah. What's his name? Pate should.
I can start looking for wood and.
Oh yeah, I'll have Pate help me do a scout.
Yeah, I'll send Mother. Mother, go spend some time with Pate.
Get the flying creatures on it.
Oh, all right, I'll go and do it. Come with me, Missy. I'll treat you right.
The bird just goes,
Yeah, it's about what I expected.
She's warming up to you.
Is she really?
I feel like it. I feel like that's the first time she's acknowledged your existence. So
That's true.
progress.
That's points.
You? 18.
All right.
For Pate.
Well,
I'm just trying to impress the lady.
Go, Patty.
Go, Patty.
Hey, little flappy bird, look over here. Looks like it's suitable for suiting up and having a night's rest. What you say? Yeah, that's right. How about you, Bookie?
I regret everything that I have agreed to in the past half hour.
I'm in heaven.
One man.
Towards Prism, I say in Undercommon, it's been quite some time since I've had anybody to, practice my Undercommon with.
Well, you haven't lost your accent.
Really? It's
beautiful.
It's a little, it can get a little like, kind of,
Phlegmatic.
yes.
But it's a pretty phlegmatic accent to begin with.
It's true.
Just
It's
the
true.
death rattles in it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well,
I think your mother is probably quite proud. You went off and you pursued something to seek a higher existence.
yes. I honestly think the things I've been doing the past couple days are the most I've felt that I have made her proud. And if anything, I've probably avoided going back because I've been worried I haven't done anything to make her proud. When is the last time you were there?
Oh, I haven't actually been there.
Oh.
I sort of just, I don't know. The language sort of just came to me one day.
You ate somebody, didn't you?
I ate somebody?
You ate someone and you got their language
Are
abilities.
you not still speaking Klingon right now? Or?
I think the first thing we heard in common was, I ate somebody.
Yeah. Do you speak Undercommon?
No. I speak
But roll an insight check.
Oh no!
No, it's good. It's a 3.
Beginner's luck.
So they're talking in growls. You're just kind of between the board.
Just like death rattles.
It's even funnier that he just
ate
asks
someone?
if I ate someone.
Yeah. Like without context.
You ate someone,
I
didn't you?
drop out of Undercommon.
Just a guess.
I guess in a very roundabout way. I didn't really eat anybody. Just the undead soul of a necromancer found its way into my body. So, yes.
Well, you have to. I mean, if I were you, I would be very curious about what would happen if I were to go to the Shadow Realm.
You know, there was a moment that we thought maybe our adventures would take us there, but it just didn't pan out. The whole solstice kind of happened. But I would enjoy it. I would love. I mean, I like visiting new places, so.
I mean, it's a tough place. It's really not romantic at all.
Sure.
But, I mean, I don't know. I guess it would be curious to see what it brought out in you.
Yes. Well, perhaps when we have a little bit of downtime, maybe
Wait, you
we
can
could
just
go
right
together.
now?
What'd you say?
Can you go right now, or is it like a distance you have to
Oh.
travel?
No, it would be. We would have to basically have someone send us there. That's not magic I can do yet.
It's like kind of another dimension, like sort of a
Like a fringe realm.
yes, 1 or 2 clicks away from this one. Wow. And you know, my mother, she actually wanted me to do very much exactly like what you're doing, to go off and, you know, be taught by
Really?
intellects and to see the world and to, you know, expand my horizons. So, I don't know. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I really do hope someday I can see her and she can say, it was worth it. It was worth it you leaving. I hope so. And,
It was worth it. I promise you that she's happy that you're gone.
shoot. I love the way you worded that. I think Prism at this point has like 2 big tears, and she's just like, excuse me, I need to go dig a hole and take a shit.
The bad days are bad, the good days are very, very good. Yeah. But especially with, you know, these people. Why are you waving? Oh,
I'm not waving. He's fiddling. I'm just overhearing your conversation. I'm sorry.
Why are you see-through?
You know, I have thin skin. Literally.
Jinx, you owe me wine. Yeah, just
Did anyone have anyone that they were trying to scry on at any point?
I mean, if you're offering, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to
Check in.
Yeah, to keep
you
track.
got all your
Try
people or
and
not?
spy on your brother again?
No, I had a question for you though. That when we were when we saw your friends on the mountain, there was one who seemed more important to you than the others. I don't know their name or what's the story there. But I just was curious. I didn't mean to ask in front of the whole group. I really was just going to ask just you.
I'm assuming you're talking about Imogen, whom I've known the longest out of this whole group, and in fact, me and her had been together for 2-3 years before we connected with these chuckle fucks. And she kind of saved me, and I'd like to think I saved her as well. So yes, we've kind of sisters from another mister. Do people say that?
I've heard it before.
Yes.
I've
You got
heard
the
it
same
before.
dad? No, the same mom. Oh, that's nice.
Same. Yes.
Well, that sounds like a really special friendship.
Yes, I just hope she's okay. She, I think felt the effects and for many complicated reasons of the apogee solstice more than a lot of us, and I was afraid I'd lost her. She's something we've come to have learned is Ruidus born.
Wait, she was born there?
No, she was like born under the lights of a flare of Ruidus. So she has this special connection and got a lot of her powers from Ruidus.
Do you know about this?
So is she inherently, was she born evil?
No, not at all.
I mean, part of me kind of feels like the Ruidus-born thing, the great or terrible, it's almost the cultural weight of that might have more of an effect in skewing towards terrible and maybe is not
superstition.
inherently.
Wrapped around it.
Yeah.
It's
Public
difficult.
opinion.
Yes. And, after a while, when so many people just put you in a category, sometimes it's easier to just lean into it.
Sounds like you and her have a lot in common.
Yes, you're very astute.
Are your friends as powerful as you are?
More.
Imogen is very powerful, very capable. But there was a risk, a fear, a possibility that she was going to get wrapped up and maybe like assimilated into basically a Ruidus-born cult. And feels like we got really close.
Yeah, I mean, when we get where we're going, you guys might want to split off from us because we're looking to dive back into the middle of all of this. I mean, I would. You're amazing, and you're figuring out amazing, but we've seen some shit in the past week. Also, Laudna, maybe for tomorrow, you must have something that belongs to Imogen, right?
Oh, yes. I'm sure.
We started with Chet the other
Maybe
day, but
her
maybe we could
silvery
focus on her.
barbs.
More silvery barbs. Yes.
I gotta be honest. Aren't you tired?
Aren't you finished fighting?
We're exhausted. At
Always
least I am.
When have we not been tired?
Why not just find your friends and leave?
We've thought about it.
I for one would welcome a change given further research because like I said, the Shadow Realm is kind of a tough place and a change for it could be good.
God never did anything for me. Not one thing.
But I also agree with Border that if you want to just find your friends and, relax and not feel like you have all of this on your shoulders, you also don't have to do that.
The
You have-
issue is just that you just know too much now. I mean, even you talking about saving the town. I was just so frustrated and angry at them. And I think it's because, we can sit here and say all we want to do is just try and control
that which we can control in our very small sphere. But we know too much. I wish we were like the Hearthmore.
I can't walk away with everything that we've done, that I've done, has to be worth something. I can't walk away. I put too much into it now.
That sounds like a gambler's mentality.
Yes.
I mean,
How many
yes,
more have to
Time
die?
sunk fallacy. Yeah.
You ask me why I stare off blankly, and it's just because I don't know if you are strong enough to do the things that you say, and I don't want to fucking die because of you.
Might die without us.
Well, that is probably why I'm still here.
If we do nothing, people are gonna die. If we do something,
I can't promise, and I can't promise that I'll be with you when this happens.
No. Don't think any sane person should.
I don't know how we can focus on anything other than getting back the people we lost right now. We honestly don't know what the hell happened, where we were.
Yeah.
just seen things, done things.
You've got to find your brother. You want to find Dariax.
I'm just tired of fighting. Tired of running. I just want to, like, settle down. Retire my fucking weapons. My whip. Well, maybe I'll use the whip for something
Keep
else.
the whip.
Like, don't you just want to,
get
like...
your coffee in the morning?
No. No, Prism. Not that.
No, it's to make the toaster work. Sorry.
Sometimes you just get tired
Yeah.
of fighting.
You have people you love. You know where they are. That's more than most.
More than you?
Well,
Well, I don't know where my family is, but I can say that. I would choose them over anything.
I totally see where you're coming from, Border, but I personally feel invigorated by this entire experience.
You're young still.
know.
I know, and I was gonna say it's probably, youthful optimism. You just are kind of inflated with the sense that you could really make a difference, that maybe you'd be the person who read the text in the ancient tome that you stole from the restricted section that made sense of everything, and then you could report it to people and everyone would have better information on which to act upon. And I have to say, I'm glad to be here.
Oh well.
I don't think that I'll be like putting the knife in Ludinus's back or anything like that, but I do think that I have a narrow lane that could
I'll do it. If you put me behind it.
so maybe you do want a part to play after all.
If it makes the pain go away, if it ends this complication or whatever this confusion is, I'd do it. You get me next to Ludinus, I'll stab him.
I think we got
Grab the little playing card off the ground near Prism and I prop it up on a rock. That guy's gotta go.
that. I agree with.
I agree with that. I think we can all say that we have different ideas of the deities, but that guy's fucking gone.
Let's get some rest. Pate,
Justin.
What's up?
fly into that
Yeah.
shimmery hill.
It's like a fucking...
It's not really shimmering, it's just sort of a hill.
No, it's just. Can you not see it? It's got a bit of a glitter.
I don't have eyes.
Oh shit! I forgot you don't have eyes.
You can use your turn to see through him.
I can.
I mean, I can still see it's a part of magic. I'm just pointing out a very specific thing. But yeah, I'll go check it out.
Go fly into the wall.
Yeah.
Takes off over the hill.
I swear that guy does a bit every time. I don't trust him.
Lands on the hill.
Can you go through it? Go try and go in it. Go in the side of the hill.
First.
Yes.
Like goes and
Go to the flowers. The
glides to the flowers and kind of drifts through the flowers.
Pick one. Pick one.
Through the wall, Pate.
Pick one and then put it behind Mother's ear.
Tries to grab a flower.
I can't grab it. It's not really there.
Oh,
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Can you go into behind the bush, like through the wall?
What, through the wall?
Yes, that's what I've said that like 3 times.
And you're gliding it to the crack in the wall, the bush.
Yes,
It goes ahead and glides over. You're looking through his eyes.
yes.
Okay, as you focus in and you get closer to that section where the cavern kind of rolls around, the cluster of the arch you can see, there is a cavern entrance. There is an opening that leads deep into the rock beneath and through the north side of the canyon. Getting in a quick glance, you can see too where it is. It's a natural opening, but it looks like it's been shaped, either like carved, chiseled, or magically shaped to have a more symmetrical opening where you can see
Got
that
close. You were
there
pouncing.
are small grooves intentionally kind of written into the exterior of it, almost like there's some sort of a statement, language, or writing.
You smell of potential.
Yeah, well, thank you, yes. To Prism's point, if it's like maybe a little collaboration that you're talking about, we could maybe arrange that.
The chill touch strikes and the ice impacts, but doesn't have as much of a heavy impact as you would hope.
Sure.
But nevertheless, the chill kind of continues to pervasively spread throughout the shadow.
And then
you get the sense it's made an impact on its healing capability.
I look at him, and in Shadow Cant, I say, game recognizes game.
Yeah, baby.
In the black sphere there, the face emerges from the shadow once more to meet your gaze, but just the tip of it. You don't even see the eyes. You just see like the brow, the nose, and the outside of the lips and the jaw and the cheekbones. And he goes,
Game recognizes game.
all right.
Eldritch Blast.
Now you see like the face, that weird like plasticine face is like cracking and pulling apart in places. The jaw is now like lowering itself deeper into the body. Parts of its cheekbones are like pulling apart. The face is almost expanding in a nightmarish way as it's beginning to tatter and look like it's about to discorporate. It's looking really rough.
About to discorporate.
With my form of dread, I, as Laudna is one to do, kind of starts mirroring him a little bit, so her face, like, droops a little bit, like his mask, and she gets shadowy as it starts to billow, and she just, like, machine guns these Eldritch Blasts into them. I don't know, you take it from there and make it cooler.
The face you see expanding almost to where the entirety of the shadow is becoming a massive head for the face pulled out in a terrifying scream. As the last two hit it, you watch as they sink into it, and the black blob seems to lurch forward, like it's trying to crawl over the side, trying to escape, like a wounded creature that begins to skitter. As it begins to move, you watch as it leaves a trail of black liquid behind, and it just grows smaller and smaller in form as it slithers across the ground, making a horrible gasping sound. As it shrinks, leaving more and more threads of itself behind, they all kind of evaporate into a black mist until it's just a small-looking, feeble, blackened creature. And then it kind of looks over in the direction of you, the face now small and crushed. Just black gloop with like arms and pseudopods that are pulling out.
I extend my hand, my goopy hand, and I just suck it in and just squish it.
You squish it, and it all kind of like and it seeps into you, having taken the necrotic energy of this fallen moment into you.
Shadowy shadow.
Mordor, I do believe you. I do. And I actually, if you don't mind, I couldn't help but notice that healing magic you did in there. The thing that looked like wispy cotton candy.
God damn.
That was surprising.
It seemed to have a divine radiation to it.
Well, I never knew my mother.
What does
So-
that have to fucking do with divine radiation?
Well,
Well, I never knew her.
I was told that maybe she had been not a god. I mean, that would be so cool if I was a child of a god.
Are you sure you're not?
Incredible. I'm pretty almost positively sure that's not in the Whiz Kids won't allow it.
Who were you told that she was?
That the Cerberus or something?
I stand up slowly, preparing to take to tell my story.
You ain't go nowhere.
Okay.
Like this is so hard for me to say.
And I hand him some tea. Would you like Ashton to spike it?
No, thank you. I'm
All
okay.
right. Here, hand out tea to whoever wants it.
I'll turn into a hummingbird.
Counterspell.
As you begin to move your fingers, begin to mutter the incantation under your breath, as your body's about to shift into an escape form, suddenly the spell slips through your fingers and unravels. And you look up and see Laudna across the way.
Beautiful. And then I'll say, he's just a blubbering mess. He's crying at this point, bloodied.
Oh.
Finish it off. I don't have any reason anymore. There's no reason anymore. There's no reason anymore.
I walk up to him. Where is Laudna?
Ooh, she's been in a bad spot, you guys. She's been in a bad spot.
Prism is like, stupid.
As I slowly step forward, Laudna's body starts to elongate as branches start to erupt from her body. You see her eyes start to stretch and just go dark. And faint, purplish glowing hue that hasn't been seen in a while starts to emanate where her pupils would be.
Counterspell. I don't have one.
Transforming into my form of dread
Holy shit.
as this ghostly, witchy specter. Ooh, another 10. Oh, yeah, okay. Walks up to you. Shaking. I'm really sorry, Porto. I just can't stand having anyone else betray me. I'm gonna reach out and grab him by the throat and do Hunger of the Shadow.
As the purple light flashes in Laudna's eyes, this terrifying blackened tree creature, this side of her that you've caught out of the corner of your eye in the middle of the struggles that you've fought beside each other in, turn towards you, a true nightmare of shadow that fills your entire periphery as you feel the cold, long, jagged fingers grasp your throat. As you attempt to breathe, you feel it drawn from your lungs for a moment as your entire essence is rocked with horrifying pain, and you feel like the blood in your veins is filled with frozen water, and you fade to unconsciousness. Laudna.
Thank you.
As you delight in the momentary satiation, the almost delicious grasp of vengeance here, the only thing you hear in the back of your mind is, ooh, 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 ooh. At the threshold of death, Bordor stands helpless within your grasp, broken and at your mercy. What do you do?
Laudna, you can do anything you want, but 15 feet away, in your view, you see Orm, and you just see this.
Laudna is like barely present right now. And the only thing that is like flashing through her head is Bordor's words of knowing true pain. That look of someone who knows true pain. And as if her life was flashing like before her eyes, but it's just all of the trauma that she's experiencing between losing Imogen and the solstice and losing her friends and watching so many people die and then being hung on the tree. Death upon death upon death. And feeling so helpless and so out of control here recently. And in this moment, she has control. She has regained a sense of control. And nothing is going to stand in her way. Wither and bloom. I'm just going to use just the last bit of necrotic
Oh boy.
energy that I have to just continue to suck the life force. Said it's barely even Laudna there anymore. It is whatever part of her that she was hoping was dormant this whole time. But the world has just broken her here recently.
Well, Laudna, how do you want to do this?
Just the darkness and her for like I don't know, she just gives in to the darkness. She can't control it anymore.
A familiar purple flame burns down her arm. Not seen really this hue since that brief journey through the shadow to try and retrieve her soul from the woman who once kept it at bay. That flame curls, and as from the ground, the curled roots and dried brush that has been gathered to fill the floor of this cavern begins to sprout vibrant green, and flowers of white petals and blue roses. A beautiful circle of life surrounds the two of them as Bordor's skin pales and cracks. His body limps and thins. And in that moment, the apex of natural beauty rising with life, along with the balance of death. You watch the troubled life of Bordor Dogson reduced to ash and memory.
Can I turn around yet?
Yeah. I'm gonna walk over. I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing next to you.
I think she just instinctually lashes out at you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Come on, let's go sit down. Just try and lead her away very gently. Fall.
What have I done?
Nothing that I haven't. Nothing that. I think we're all gonna have some nightmares before this is over.
I'm weak.
No, you're just hurt. It's okay.
She just cries in his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Laudna. I'm looking at everyone else, maybe avoiding my eye contact. I kind of want to talk to Laudna, but I'm also like, she probably needs space. I think that this is probably like my very, very, really the first like betrayal of my life. And so I feel like simultaneously really stupid for seeing red and just punching him and just realizing that just one stupid punch from a very weak girl could have such drastic consequences. But I'm also seeing Laudna and what she did, and when she does it, it doesn't seem like something to be ashamed of. Even though I know that she seems like she's ashamed. Laudna? You can say if you don't want to talk to anyone right now. Would you prefer to be alone?
Quite the opposite, I think.
Really? Okay. I just want to say that I'm really sorry for losing my temper there, and I feel like your friends. I don't know. I know that you're dealing with a lot, and it seems like that's not the first time you've been betrayed, and I think that was the first time I've been betrayed, and I guess I'm really, really sorry that keeps happening to you, and I'm sorry that I accelerated things.
To be honest, I was so lost in my rage and anger. It was a bit of a blur. I wouldn't be too hard on yourself.
Well, I don't think you should be hard on yourself either. Because when you did it, it made perfect sense to me.
I'm afraid what I did hurt more than just Bordor. And perhaps betrayed my friends in the process.
What do you think that you did? What did it all mean? The purple.
For many decades, I've had the lingering life force of an incredibly bad woman. As a necromancer, latched onto me, puppeting me, continuing to stay alive through me. These men and the others went through great lengths to rid me of her. And I can't confirm, but I'm deeply terrified that I just opened that door again. That prison that they sent her to. It seems many dark shadows are being released here lately.
Yeah. I think if you close that door once, you could close it again. Sorry, I'm just an apprentice. What do I know? Anyways, I just don't want you to feel bad because I thought it made sense what you were doing. At least emotionally, I could understand it.
I feel like control is a fallacy. We've talked so much about it here lately. Us trying to control our current destinies. The town trying to control the oppressors. Came to them. The gods trying to control the world. The Titans trying to control the gods. But no one has it. I lost control of myself. In exchange to that, for the briefest of moment of feeling empowered. I'm just confused.
Well, confusion is kind of like acknowledging you don't have control. So maybe surrendering to the confusion will be some healing medicine for that.
A very smart prison. Very capable.
Thank you. You're an incredible magic user. I also think that someday you'll probably be strong enough to just beat this bitch back to where she came from.
I hope so. Poor Bordor.
Yeah. I'm honestly still really fucking pissed at him.
Anger and pity don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Yeah, that's true.
It truly was. Just an honor and a pleasure to meet all of you. Even Bordor, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll go over and give Laudna a kiss on the cheek and then push her in my bosom. You know, this comforts a lot of people.
Been waiting.
You're gonna be fine.
He's warm.
Listen,
Good.
listen, you're gonna be fine.
Tree in a hurricane
Trust
right
your
now.
instincts.
All right.
They're good instincts. Don't second guess yourself.
Okay.
You're doing great.
All right.
All right. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Lots of love.
She smells like lemongrass. Ooh. She would.
Okay, gives Orem a little peck. Gives Ashton a little peck. Okay, I'm ready.
Why, yes, I am able to scry again. Should I
take
see your
off
friends?
one of the rings that Imogen gave me to see if I can scry things dead Bordor.
Looking at your friends.
It's best. It's good you scried now. If you had scried later last night, you may have seen something you may not have wanted to. But
Yeah.
as you focus, you feel yourself pulled from your physical form, jettisoned past the sky stratosphere of Exandria, and then dropped down into a temperate jungled region, a massive, wide canyon surrounded by mountain ranges and lush jungle for hundreds of miles. Here you see a city of carved stone spires standing up, 5 of them, surrounded by city built into them, an intricate metropolis just constructed around these rising tower-like pillars of rock. You can see the bustling landscape of people, and there in a torch-lit tavern inn interior, you see the figures that you saw Skrydon once before, gathered around in conversation with a bit of anxiety and hope in their eyes.
They went back to where it all started.
Back home.
Is this where you thought you were going?
No.
Good thing you scarred. Mm-hmm. Teacher saw them.
Yeah. Come on, family. Let's go get the rest of the kids.
I'll try to scry if you want to try sending.
Sure.
Wait, didn't you have something with, your friend Laudna's blood on it?
Yeah.
Can I borrow that real
And I
quick?
pull
I'll
my
give it back.
vial out. Sure.
I just need to touch it. You don't have to take it off.
Oh,
I just hold it. Just reach up and grab your necklace. I'm gonna try to scry on Laudna.
And try and scry and Laudna.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard of the target. We're doing great.
You have indeed.
I've heard of the target.
And you have something of theirs. I also have this red yarn bracelet.
Body stuff gives is better.
Better?
Yeah,
Okay.
slightly better. Okay. So I have a -5 to the save.
As you concentrate and focus, you feel your kind of spiritual self partially removed from your physical consciousness, and through a kind of dimmed sunrise light of the Dawn Father, you feel yourself pulled through the realities of Exandria, clouded by mists and fog, until they dissipate. And there you see, in some subterranean space, like a cavern, a carved, deign to call it a living area, but it is a cave chamber of some kind. There is some simple furniture about, what looks to be a cot, and not too far from where this is, you can see kind of curled up, not even really sleeping, kind of eyes wide and thinking. A pale, thin, almost stretched and lithed woman, stringy black hair with a streak of white, darkened dress, small pile of materials and supplies next to her. And she just kind of nods and thinks for a second. Safe, but you're uncertain as to where.
Okay, I wanted to do, and I let go of the necklace, and just trying very hard to look very chill and failing. I didn't want you to get hurt. If you're gonna try, I think you should maybe try sending, because I just saw her, and she's very cute. And she's safe in a cave.
Why did we do that before?
No,
Wait, we didn't even try that before?
Hey, no, it's okay. I think maybe it's proximity or the moon. I don't know. But it's good, and you should do it. And,
Did you see anyone else with her? Was she?
Oh, I was kind of just...
It's okay, it's okay. I just was wondering.
She was like on the ground by a pile of stuff in a cave.
Did she look okay? Did she look okay? Did she look hurt? Did she look...
No, I mean, she looks kind of... You described her like, beautiful, spooky, and I get that. She seemed fine. She didn't seem worried at all.
Not deader than normal?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
So I think she's okay. I think your friends are okay.
That's good.
Well,
That's
one anyway.
Well, she would probably look sad if everyone else was bad.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Sure.
I just squeeze Imogen.
Yeah, you should try it. It's
I'm
good.
gonna
I don't
try to
think it's
cast
gonna hurt.
sending.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna hurt.
Go and roll a D100.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
I trust you. Whatever you say.
I know.
I'm gonna be all right. 69, baby.
Nice.
Hold on.
Immediately let them know. Can't write it.
It's I start telling a story. It's a sex thing.
It's a sex thing. Stupid.
Deeply ignorant.
As you finish the incantation, focusing in this moment of kind of joyful confirmation,
The most joyful confirmation.
that hum returns, that buzzing static sound, and the connection is lost.
No pain, though?
No pain.
Oh, that's great. Didn't work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Didn't work. Still, no, but it didn't hurt. It didn't work. But that's great to know that she's okay.
Okay.
In a cave. That doesn't sound.
Well,
Drew,
Sorry. It could be below.
you all had the thought to come here because this is where you would have met up. So you have to assume that they had the same thought, and that's positive.
Yeah, and maybe if they had to move on to a cave or something, they left word. So we should go to the places that we frequent and ask if there's a message for us or something.
Great idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, Spire by Fire.
We're closest to the Soot and Swill.
We should check there with Pretty. Maybe she left word with Pretty.
Yeah.
Asteros' place? Nope, that was covered
No,
in
that was
blood.
got. And Shadonis. That's the only other place I can think.
Yeah. So we'll real quick go to the Soot and Swill because I think that's on the Smolder spire,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go there first.
Yeah, because the trolleys, they charge an arm and a leg.
Oh,
There's a whole gondola thing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just minor illusion recreate the thing I saw in scrying, just in case it's recognizable. Like, I've made a diorama of what I saw.
Look at this cute little.
Yeah.
Is that a shoebox?
Yeah, thank you.
Does it look familiar at all?
Shiny blew it away. I recast it. Hold your breath.
Does it look familiar at all? The environment?
No.
I don't know where that is.
Hello?
Hi, pretty.
My goodness!
And, like runs down the steps. Two of them like kind of crack under his weight, but he rushes down and gives a big sweeping hug to the two of you, like in one big grasp, and lifts you both up.
It's been a while.
It has.
You're here early.
Yeah, we've been away for a while.
Yeah.
Have you seen Laudna at all?
No.
Or Orem or Ashton?
No.
No?
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's we all got separated and we were hoping to meet up soon, so.
Well, I'm sure if you're looking for them, they're looking for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you want some breakfast?
No.
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 Yeah, I'm hungry. No?
Oh, no. I think.
We should go.
Maybe let's keep looking.
Okay.
I'm going to try to send a message. I don't know if it'll work, but maybe because it's a shorter distance, to Shadana.
Okay.
It's Imogen. Has Laudna checked in? Is she at your house, maybe? Are you all right with everything?
I didn't. What is happening?
He's gonna kill this woman.
Hello?
Oh.
I have not seen Laudna anywhere.
Oh,
Do you want juice?
Do you want juice?
Just making sure babies are fed. Making sure babies are fed.
I'm gonna saddle up alongside Miss Timolt here. And this will all happen in our minds here, but I don't really drink this if you want mine.
Oh. You know what? I don't usually drink either.
Guidance.
I'm always afraid that I'll hear too much if I do, but I got this circlet now, so might as well just get toasty, right?
Okay, so how are you feeling, Miss Timolt?
Better knowing that our friends are alive, anxious, waiting for them to come.
I sense that.
Also warm, because I got this leather jacket on, and I take it off so everyone can see my beautiful dress underneath it.
Nice corset.
You know,
It's got sheer sleeves. Have you noticed?
I think it's
Immediately.
Well, the hand goes to the head.
I think Miss Tumult, I've been wanting to say to you for a while that a home can be many things, right? But home can be a person too. When I think of faithful caregiver, I feel like I'm home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're gonna be home soon too.
Thank you.
We made it this far.
I'll give you a hug.
Oh no! Are you feeling a little?
Oh, I feel fine.
Okay.
I feel fine.
Imogen,
more of you?
Oh.
Me?
as you're conversing and finishing up your meal here, kind of mid-discussion, you glance past and see a cluster of shadowed silhouettes enter past the soldiers that are exiting. And you immediately recognize the silhouettes of Laudna, Orem, Ashton, and another.
Imogen! Laudna! You guys! I skid her over.
Hugs.
Hugs. Hugs.
Holy shit. Hugs.
Hugs with phones.
You're alive.
You're alive.
Where's Orem?
We had a threesome.
Oh!
Well,
Just
wow.
Not me.
I punched a man and killed him.
Yes, we had
Was he a-
betrayal.
we had a lot of sexual escapades, and I met a god.
What? Must be Laudna.
Loud. Correct.
I will play back, so the voice sort of emanates. She's beautiful, but like spooky beautiful, and it's Imogen saying it.
Yeah, that's me talking about you.
You are spooky beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
You're spootiful.
It's beautiful.
Your friends missed you all very much.
Missed you so much.
They spoke of you all nonstop.
Why are you guys staring into each other's eyes? Can you do the
Ellie
thing?
in your
Were you
head. I'm
part
just
of the
gonna.
threesome?
Everybody can talk in each other's heads now.
Emotionally,
I think when I teleported people, some of my powers got shifted over to Frida.
Yes, it was quite a... I'm sorry, I haven't figured it out yet. I really just...
Baby, you're
I'll speak
yelling.
lower, I'm sorry.
Why is everybody so quiet?
I was gonna say it so long ago.
Really?
Thank
I
you
was
for
like,
calling
everyone
it
was looking
out.
and I was like, what's happening?
Everyone's making intense eye contact,
Yeah,
and
I talk
their
out
lips are moving a little
Yeah, I
bit.
talk out.
You're all-
I just
you're all
tugged on
talking to each other.
Laudna's skirt.
Just like big emotion.
Private.
Imogen got you a corset. Don't let her forget.
Oh.
I got you. I was gonna tell her.
Well, I just
It
wanna
was
be a
gonna
part
be a
of it.
thing.
Well, we're gonna leave in a second.
We got you a
wanna know
corset.
the
We all got
story.
you a corset. We got new clothes.
We're matching. I was gonna leave and not
You should have
know.
seen Deanna's outfit before. She's like this new outfit. It's just amazing.
You all look so beautiful.
Deanna, will you help time?
Yeah, I got you.
Ooh, ribs are breaking. All 12 of them. Oh.
It looks good.
What does it look like? What did you get?
However you want it.
How do you want? We didn't want to design it without your influence. So.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'll think of the design later. I feel just like the ladies of Whitestone. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was all her.
In your head,
Too.
you hear.
You too.
I know we've only known each other a short while, and you made quite a connection with FCG, but you're one of the best people I've ever known.
I play you back your own laughter. In the storm, hold fast to this and to that.
Just immediately weeping. You're the best, and I love you, and you're just so wonderful. And it's gonna be so hard and scary, but your friends are with you, and we're with you, even if you can't tell. And you're just so strong.
I'm gonna try all the time to talk to you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'll keep you up to date.
And I'm really grateful for this very strong connection that we made as well.
You guys did
beyond-
murder a man together, it's true.
We did, and I consider you a really great and close friend now.
Laudna.
That's my name.
No, I just want to say that I feel like when everything was going down with Bordor, and like sort of like the rage came over your face, it was this different side of you than I'd seen because you're so trusting. And in that moment, I feel like the thing I saw was that actually your greatest strength is overcoming all of the pain to just keep trusting. And so I think that's what I'm gonna take and learn from you. With your permission. Or without your permission, because I'm a rebel now.
You are. Go give them hell.
I will. And maybe I'll see you in the Shadow Realm.
Let's go to the Shadow Realm. I want to see this Ascensions Festival.
It's so fucking crazy.
Go on, tell us what you're feeling.
Oh,
You came back with you have a boyfriend now? You all had a little tryst, a little little menage a trois.
You gotta just let off some steam sometimes.
I know that word actually.
He went.
And you have a new best friend, apparently.
Excuse me?
That's what I heard what you were saying to Frida.
I said, Laudna.
I thought about you every moment, and I thought you might be dead.
Our stint was a little rough.
We did not go somewhere good.
We were teleported alongside someone from the Ruby Vanguard, and he infiltrated, was near us, gained our trust, and then tried to murder us. It was really awful. For every moment, it was not a good time. And it's hard, and I'm sorry that I'm upset, because obviously we were all, I believe you that we were all.
I take your hand.
I'm sorry.
Laudna.
I don't doubt it, I don't.
There wasn't a moment that went by that I wasn't thinking about you. We tried over and over and over again to contact you every moment we could. It kept coming back and hitting us in the head. It was impossible.
Same for us.
The only option we had was to go find any information we could and then hope that someone would be able to teleport us.
I'm listening.
I can't hear your thoughts.
They
I'm
might
sorry.
be covered in rage. I don't doubt it. I really don't. It's just hard. It's hard to hear that it feels like we didn't have downtime. We didn't have fun moments. We didn't have laughs or jokes or guffaws. We didn't go shopping. We didn't have threesomes. We went to the middle of nowhere. We saved a fucked up town that was so wrapped up in their own God's damned problems that they couldn't see the forest through the trees. And then we almost had one of the Ruby Vanguard murder all of us. That was our fun time.
I mean, honestly, you're skipping some of the other bad shit, but yeah.
She was worried about you the whole time. Just.
You know what I think will help? Is if we figure out what we're gonna do next.
Mm-hmm.
We're not enemies here.
I don't want to tarnish the moments of joy you all had. That's important. Maybe it's just a bit of jealousy.
But I want to know what Laudna wants to do too. I don't want to leave you alone.
She won't be alone.
I'm with you guys.
Okay.
Wherever we need to go. And you found this on your travels.
And this is Ludinus's.
You can swallow
Swallow your
mead.
ale,
It's
Jesus.
all right. Did you order the ale or the mead? I don't remember.
No, y'all, I've got a circlet.
Did you get that from a street vendor?
I have a circlet now. You know I have a circlet.
The blocks thoughts.
Wow, you guys are
I don't
just.
hear thoughts. No, but I got it before we
you all
got
look great.
separated.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Sorry.
Anyway,
It's all right.
Listen, you can learn a lot. No, I mean, you can level up with
You're
us. It's okay.
inspiring.
We got it in Ludinus's shit, right?
I lowered my zip
And
track
how did you? Oh, because you went to Uthadern, and Uthadern, they were like, oh, you go to the Savalier Wood, and his shit is there.
They basically said that you can't leave. We have no way to leave. We had no
All
teleport, no nothing. So they said, it would be several days before anybody would be back that would be able to transport us. They said in the meantime, you can go to Severlier Wood and research lewdness if you want to. So that's what we did. So we weren't just sitting on our asses. You know?
We did have a goat that died.
It exploded. We also had to fight a celestial bull.
A celestial bull.
Well, we didn't fight it.
Well, no, we talked to it
befriended
and made friends. But we could have fought it, and it would have been real bad. We had to fight.
You made friends with the
we
stellar
had
bull?
to-
Yeah,
we
it
had
was
to
a really
fight.
good trip.
Oh my gosh, Laudna, we found this in the Severlier Wood. You have to go there. It's terrible but wonderful. And there's ghosts and creatures like a wolf with 5 long necky heads.
You went to Spooky Woods.
We went to Spooky Woods.
Called the Wolf King in miasma.
We're gonna go there.
That sounds
Miasma.
I just thought you would have loved
No,
it.
it's right up my alley.
Oh, miasma.
I'm gonna go talk to Milo.
Who's
going where?
Well, do you need me with you? I don't want to abandon you.
What the fuck, FCG?
Well, she was really upset.
To be alone. I'm
Well,
not.
she was upset when she was upset. I don't want her to be upset with us.
I will go.
Laudna,
Maybe you
You
should,
guys want to
just.
go shop?
Where are you going?
wherever you're going.
You've earned this. Come on. You don't even have to. Just know what it feels like again, okay? Remind yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. Just take a couple hours.
Maybe just like a spa day or something.
Have some human contact.
We can go see. We can go to our old house.
We should probably go check in with Shadonna. I'm sure she'd be happy to see us.
Yeah.
Maybe we go check in with Shadonna and I get a new blouse because it does not match this corset.
No, yeah. Sorry about that. I should have.
No. I love the corset. It's beautiful.
So beautiful.
Let's go see Shadonna. Okay. Should we check on Shadonna first?
Of course.
All right. All right.
Alrighty. So the two of you trek, not terribly far from the Vidundavar, and you come to the mass neighborhood of multicolored homesteads that are built like this leaning quilt against the side of a large portion of the core spire. The neighborhood itself, beautiful and welcoming for all the things that you've seen and all the wonders that you've been able to behold in recent months' journey with your new companions. There is the simple beauty of coming to one of many homes that you've called home, especially one as welcoming as Shadonna's. Trekking through the kind of winding staircases and small walkways that weave between some of these homesteads as you ascend the kind of stark angle to get to the exterior of her simple home. You see the familiar windows and door that sits closed at the front.
I called her, checked in on her to see if she had heard from you. Apparently, I can do it over short distances still, just not.
But not long ones.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
She sounded frazzled.
Shadonna did. It's understandable, I guess. There's been a lot going on. This is where it all started.
Hello?
Shadonna.
Oh my goodness. It's so good to see both of you. It's been quite some time. Oh, oh, please come in, come in.
Give her a hug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take
Take a
group
seat.
hug.
Go sit.
I'm
sit back
fragile.
down. Yeah, sit back down.
I can
honey.
relate.
Let's make some tea. I'll go start making tea.
Oh.
If we break her spine.
Oh yeah.
You spoke to me through like a daydream.
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
It was very nice to hear your voice.
You as well. Did you end up renting the rooms out again, or did you keep them empty?
Oh, no, I just kind of liked the solace for a bit.
Mm.
And wanted to, leave it in case you came back.
And gold we've given you has sustained you?
Oh, tremendously. I've taken up painting.
And she, like, you see the room where you stay, she pulls the door open and looks, and all the bed and everything is still set up. There's also, like, an easel. And you can see there's this, like, really nice kind of watercolor and dapple brush rendition of the Vidun Devar, but it's kind of bleeding in like an intentional way. It's very interesting and very pretty.
She's talented. Wow. You're talented.
Thank you. Well,
Are you still knitting?
I am in between, but this is also taking a lot of my time.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, are you here to stay for a bit? Would you like to take the room again? I have some oranges.
And she goes and gets a bowl of oranges.
I'll have an
pulled
orange.
apart little slices.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't want scurvy. We won't be staying. It seems.
Okay.
Maybe for tonight.
Oh, yeah, if that's all right.
Sure. Yeah.
We have a little dinner planned, and then we'll maybe come by after.
Of course, I'll get it ready. Don't worry.
How have you been, especially with the recent events?
I've been a little it's been a little scary.
Yeah. It has.
Everyone's very tense. I haven't gone outside much in recent days. I should go shopping soon, but there's a lot of unfamiliar soldiers.
We'll go get you some groceries. We're gonna go get you some groceries right now.
That sounds great.
You stay here. We'll be back.
Okay, I'll get the bed ready and
No rush. You don't have to do that. We can handle it ourselves this evening.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see you in a little bit.
All
again.
right. Any requests? Looks like you're good on oranges. Looks like that's the only thing you have.
It's mostly just oranges. I like them a lot.
Oh.
But no, if I could get some cauliflower, about a half pound of potatoes. Let's go with oranges. Some fresh lemons, not pre-squeezed. It needs to be fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
2 loaves of bread.
So all the usual.
And it starts like just going on this like full list of like restocking a house.
We'll do a sweep.
Yeah.
Do one.
Yeah, we got you.
All right.
A little lavender oil.
Getting fancy.
I know that's expensive.
I can afford it. You gave me a whole lot of money.
Organic.
We did. We'll be back.
I know.
Okay.
No.
As we go shopping, I imagine we don't have to play that all out. This is not how I imagined reuniting would go.
I'm sorry for my outburst.
I'm sorry y'all went through so much.
It's not directed at you or anyone else. I hope you know that.
I do.
Just the circumstances. That's what's frustrating.
It is weird, Laudna. I can't hear your thoughts.
Even now?
Yeah.
Because you're circlet. That's great.
It's great, but it's also strange. It's very strange.
Does it make crowded environments
so much
easier?
better?
And that's wonderful. You don't have to listen in to get my thoughts. I'll always share them willingly. You can just ask.
Can I kiss you? I can't tell if it's all right or not anymore.
All right. All right.
All right, so I will. I do. I kiss her. You don't have to.
No,
I just.
Obviously, I care for you. An immense deal.
I know.
I don't know if you realize how much of an anchor you are for me. And when you weren't there, I was adrift. And Imogen, when you make me better, and when you weren't there, I did horrible things. I'm afraid I'm a bad person.
You're not
Imogen.
a bad person. You're not a bad person.
I kiss her again.
I've heard everything inside of you, Laudna. You are not a bad person. I called you my anchor, my tether. We're that for each other. Whatever you did, you can tell me.
When Bordor betrayed us, it was the last. I was so strained and stressed, and at the end of my rope, and literally hanging on by a thread. And it was just, I couldn't deal with one more person betraying us. We put our trust in him and Denise and Prism, just as you all did with Deanna and Frida, and just like you and so many other people who have betrayed us in the past. It broke me. And I couldn't let him live.
Oh. Had he attacked you, or was it?
Yes, this was after he revealed that he was with the Ruby Vanguard, and he unleashed this acid sphere, this like vitriolic sphere upon all of us, and watched several people go down. And I lost control, and I lost control. And I haven't asked, but I think she's back. I think she's back. And I just feel so guilty because of what all of you all went through to defeat her. And just in that moment, I was another person, and I sucked the life force out of him. And then I felt it. I felt that dull, deep beating heart that wasn't mine return, and I haven't felt it in months. And I'm so sorry. It feels just like such
such a betrayal to everything you all went through.
You don't need to apologize. He attacked you, first of all. Fuck him.
Yes.
And whatever happened with her, we'll make it right again. We'll make it right again. All right?
Can I be honest with you?
Always.
There's part of me that thinks maybe we shouldn't. We're about to face the grandest challenges of our lives.
You want to use her? Make yourself stronger.
Laudna has a whole hard time even admitting it out loud.
I get it. Look at the fucking moon in the sky. I don't know if I want to get rid of it. Power's very tempting. And I won't judge you either way.
Maybe we can. Maybe it's our destiny to harness it.
Maybe it's our destiny to fight it.
I guess time will tell.
Together either way.
You're very capable.
Let's get these groceries.
Do you think she's a rye kind of a woman or a homey? Pumpernickel. Of course, she would love pumpernickel. I imagine it's like maybe like black, but got some like embroidered flowers.
That's
on
oh my
it.
god, that's exactly what I had planned.
Really?
I will projectile vomit on that.
And I imagine, you know, because like Laudna has a little bit of money now, and so she would probably like lean into her like, you know, her Regency romance era. You know,
Okay.
like
the Pride and Prejudice thing going
you kind of have that. I know, and I'm like, kind of love what you have going on.
You wait, I'm gonna take off my jacket so you can see the full dress because it's like so freaking cute,
fantastic.
right?
I mean, it's hard to find dresses like that here too.
She was so talented. This dressmaker.
It was
I wish
like
you could-
custom.
Yes.
What the fuck?
I know. I know.
You guys had such a better trip than us. And I'll just find something off the rack, but maybe it's like, maybe it's like a little off the shoulder situation. And if it's like a black corset, I don't want the blacks to like clash, you know? So, but maybe it's like a deep purple. So I imagine she's like trying to like kind of emulate the lords and the ladies that she always kind of had like a mild obsession with. But
Okay.
maybe it's like a little off the shoulder situation, maybe like a dark purple, but it's got like a high neck like lace, like black lace, like collar line, like a little. Still Victorian spooky, so it's got that, and maybe like a flared skirt that's got like like that Regency era like slit in the middle with like a different color underneath.
Yeah.
And a corset, of course.
Okay.
Maybe it's that.
Cool.
Okay, here's the thing. So
I also have these gloves if you want them. They're
You got me gloves?
Well, no, they're the weave piercer
magic
gloves.
gloves?
They're magic
You got
gloves.
me magic gloves.
Check them out.
I didn't get you anything.
No.
We were in the fucking
I had your
woods.
vial on me the whole time. You just look and see if you want them. I had them on, but I had to take them off to hold this fucking staff. But you can have them. They're amazing.
I love it. Maybe they're black lace gloves, like a little Madonna, and they match my neckline.
Oh my god.
I can make that happen. But I take so the belts that I have been wearing was originally put on me by Delilah to make me look like what's her face.
Oh.
I just had it forever because it was the most.
Her name was Vix. She was amazing. She's
Vex, that's
Vix-
right.
Lady
That's
Vix,
right.
oh, yeah.
Yes, that's right. The lady.
But you know, it was the nicest thing that I ever wore that was ever put on me. So it's just really, I mean, it's well, it lasted forever. But I take the double belt, and I take my my pate house that Chetney made me, and I'm gonna attach with like a little bit of mending the belt straps to it, and make it a backpack.
And Chetney. So your troop ends up kind of careening through, careening through the comparably barren to previous times you passed the city streets of Drusar until you come to the exterior of the sprawling establishment known as Dial Hall. You can see there the larger.
And I guess what to do next.
Laudna is like much happier than you last saw her.
Oh,
and is like you know when you put like an 8-year-old in a princess dress and they're just like, you know, twirling it around and just like living the fantasy.
Booping everybody.
Yes, that's kind of what Laudna is doing with her new drip.
This is lovely.
You noticed?
Absolutely, the high neck, love it.
And it's purple, you said?
Just yes, like a deep maroonish purple. Yes.
That's smart. Now black and sort of clash with black sometimes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got some bespoke stuff that you're planning on doing. I know you're, you know.
Yes. We'll see how the art turns out. Chetney, look!
Oh, shit! I love it.
Yes.
That is
Oh, my God.
And Pate is really happy with it, right, Pate?
Crowd crawls out of it.
Yeah, it's a little bumpy, but you know, I like it because
Shut
it's.
up.
Yeah, you learn to make do.
It's like a cookie.
Missed you, Pate.
Hi, Imogen.
I saw what you did.
And he crawls back in.
What do you do?
No, shut up, shut up. Shut up.
Fight or something?
Oh, yeah, we went shopping for groceries. Oh.
Did you bring anything back?
No, gave it all to Shadana.
Oh, that's nice.
Lies. I brought one orange. There you go.
But what Pate is definitely referencing is that Ludinus is doing like little propaganda speeches across the city.
Yeah, he's got little. He's got little spheres, little tiny crystal spheres hidden around, and they'll pop up. And
this one got smashed, but I pull out the crystal orb.
he was giving the speech that he gave in front of everyone at the key.
Smashed.
Oh, okay. No, the one that was shattered, yeah.
While we're like over dinner, I'll try and start mending it back together.
Also, Laudna, I know that you were upset that we had fun on our journeys and you didn't, so I baked you some things so that you could help enjoy our, experience what we experienced. So I baked you hot cocoa cookies because where we were was cold.
Oh
And I baked you a bullseye muffin, which is like a lemon muffin because we saw a bull. And I also baked you something called a royal because we met a king and a queen, which is just like almond meringue and cream topping.
Oh my god. I take a bite of the royal because that's also like I apologize.
Why?
Things were. Why do you are so smirky and giggly?
Listen, I'm 400 plus years old.
What?
We're doing great. There's reason to smile.
Are you stoned?
Into?
No.
What did y'all do?
That's exactly what I'm stoned to say.
Did you have sex again?
No, we didn't.
Orem?
We did not.
Did you partake?
Sort of. We sort of did something together, the three of us.
Sure
Oh
did.
my god.
Is it just gonna?
Not like what you think.
Oh my god!
What?
Have you had any dreams? What has been going on?
Fuck.
I'm an asshole. I didn't ask.
It's all right. No, I had one.
You intentionally went into one.
I intentionally
with
went
intent.
into one, but nothing's come to me outside of that.
No contact from your mom.
You just saw Odahan, I think. Or she saw you.
Go ahead and
We know what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's roll.
all right. You set the staff before you, concentrate, focusing on really.
Hold on.
That's Cern?
It's my shield, huh?
Your shield. And concentrating on the shield